The defection of Suella Braverman to Reform makes her the fourth sitting Tory MP to cross the floor. She now joins Danny Kruger, Robert Jenrick and Andrew Rosendale on an increasingly packed Green bench on Nigel Farage's side of the House.
Thank you, Nigel, for that wonderful introduction. I feel like I've come home. I feel like I've come home. Thank you. And I've got to say, what an honour it is to be with all of you. Gallant, noble, brave servicemen and women. You've put your country first. You've sacrificed. You've given us everything. And from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you. Thank you for everything you've done for the United Kingdom.
There are now 8 Reform MPs in the Commons, and half of them are former Tories. So you have to ask the question, when does Reform accept it's becoming the Tories 2.0?
Well, we're a party that accepts talent. If you get people who we believe are talented, who will put their shoulder to the wheel, who will help us, but are also prepared to admit honestly the failings of the Conservative Party in 14 years in government, and particularly in the last term, provided they're prepared to put their hands up and say, I'm sorry, we got this badly wrong, they've got experience of being in the front line, which of course I lack, and many of my team lack, then they're very welcome. And I think it's very interesting. I mean, today, there are 2 big political stories. One of them is Suella Braverman joining Reform. The other, of course, is Andy Burnham being blocked from standing in the Denton and Gorton by-election. And that's the difference between Keir Starmer and myself. I'm welcoming talent in, and he's keeping talent out.
For Farage, he could be in a bit of a sticky place, because Braverman, when she was Home Secretary, presided over record high levels of immigration. She now joins a party whose central pitch to the country rests on controlling our borders. And she's not alone in taking a slightly different approach to her new boss. Jenrick, as revealed by this paper, wants to preserve the triple lock on pensions, despite his new boss being a little bit less enthusiastic. More fundamentally, though, how do you keep all of these people in the same tent? They're probably not team players, their defections prove that, if nothing else. These are a collection of solo artists who spent the past few years building pretty strong personal brands. Put them together and you get pretty much not an orchestra, but a cacophony, rats in a sack, fighting over whose turn it is to denounce the latest outrage. At some point, Farage will no doubt run out of incentives to bring errant Tories over. Who gets the nod to be the next Home Secretary? Who gets handed the keys to the Treasury? Soon the music will stop and they'll be out of chairs.
Well, the Conservative government did break it, absolutely. But you see, there are people like Robert Jenrick who resigned as a matter of principle. People like Suella Braverman who spoke out on ECHR, said we should leave, and was removed from her post. So we are taking people who tried their best to fight the system at the time, and they admit they failed, and that's why they're here.
Now, when I was Attorney General 6 years ago, I worked on the law to protect our veterans. But the truth is, it was virtually impossible because of the ECHR. And so the following year, in 2022, I broke ranks. And I became the first Conservative minister to say publicly what needed to be said. That the United Kingdom must withdraw from the European Convention on Human Rights. Yeah. End the madness. Stand up for our soldiers. Leave our veterans in peace. And what did the Conservative Party say? My Conservative ministerial colleagues. They said, no, we can't do that. It's too divisive. It's too difficult. It's too dangerous. Not the right time. You see, even those who are leading the Conservative Party today failed to understand what needed to be done, and they opposed me. You see, when it mattered, when we had the majority, when we had the power, indeed when we had the duty, the Conservative Party utterly failed to do the right thing for the British people. I didn't give up. The following year, when I was Home Secretary, I tried again. This time I pleaded personally with the Prime Minister himself. What did he do? He ignored me, then he blocked me, and then he sacked me. All the while promising to the British people that he would do whatever it takes to stop the boats and protect our veterans. Saying one thing in public, doing the total opposite in private. And as my friend Robert Jenrick has found, that's the great tragedy with the Conservative Party. Great speeches, good slogans, but when the cameras are off, when the doors are shut, and when they're sat behind that table making the difficult decisions for the country, they fold. When push comes to shove, they go AWOL. No courage, no backbone, no resolve.
For Kemi, she's almost gleeful that Farage is doing her spring cleaning for her, and she may well be right. The Conservative Party has needed to shed its malcontents and its perpetual rebels from mistaking posturing for principle, and if reform becomes a dumping ground for those too difficult to manage, then the tears won't be on Kemi's side.
Even today, their so-called promise to leave the ECHR. It's a lie. It's a lie. Half of the Conservative MPs are dead against it. Another group don't even understand it. And a mere handful sincerely believe that it's the right thing to do. So I'm calling time. I'm calling time on Tory betrayal. I'm calling time on Tory lies. I'm calling time on a party that keeps making promises with zero intention of keeping them. I tried my best. I tried privately, politely, nicely. I can be nice. They ignored me. Then I tried loudly and forcefully, and then they sacked me and punished me for telling the truth. You see, the truth is, there is no way on earth that the Conservative Party will ever take the United Kingdom out of the ECHR, and there is no way on earth it will ever keep its promises to you. Enough is enough. Enough of this political delusion. Enough of this political lies. Enough of these political chameleons who say one thing to one group and another thing to another group. The country is crying out for authentic leadership.
The country's crying out for a credible alternative to Labour's managerial socialism, and it may not get that with a vanity project that's masquerading perhaps as an insurgency. Whilst reform may be out to corner disaffected voters, it could struggle to endure if it keeps letting in the people that a lot of voters think caused this problem in the first place.